Hello, welcome back to Blender Sushi Live Noding. In this episode, we're gonna be doing something that's quite simple. Basically, how to do like a poke in extrusions using Sverchok. At some point, probably when you're doing like a 3D, you will kind of wanna do like a kind of like a poke. A poke is operation is like a let me apply this modifier first. When you have this kind of mesh geometry and you kind of want to do extrusion of the face and then kind of make everything is kind of spiky, and you can accomplish that by selecting the faces and then extrude it and kind of scale it like that. So that's one example of poke. You can also do it for multiple by I think extrude individual and then extrude it out and then scale it down per object. So I think that should kind of doing the job. So yeah, we can accomplish that using Sverchok quite easily because we have extrude operations in Sverchok. So let's do it right away. We're gonna be using the plain MK2 file, save as. This is poke 001. And let's view this plane at the moment. So it looks like that. We can center it, have a couple. So we have 16 polygon face and we want to do extrusion. So we have a couple of possibilities: extrude edges, region, separate faces. I think separate faces is the one we need. So simply try applying this vertices and then polygon, and like so. I think that should be doing it. Okay, we need to have height and also scale. If we scale it small enough, like 0, we get a poke. It's as simple as that. You might actually want to remove double if you want, but sometimes I like to leave it just like a tiny bit over there, so when we bake it and smooth it, we get a better result. So with this extrude separate, few things that we need to know. We actually have extruded poly and other polygon. This is kind of important for the next live noding that I want to show you. So if we kind of output the extruded poly is actually just that little bit there, while the other poly should be those between the original polygon and the extruded one. So I want you to keep that in mind. If I want to show you something in the next live noding that's a little bit more important. So for now, I want to show you that we can also kind of randomize the height. Random number generator. So you can choose between integer or float, which one you like. If you don't know the difference yet, the integer will give you this kind of full value, like a not like a rounded value. Floating give you like decimal values. So let's use float, plug into the height, and have some kind of randomizations. This is the low value, this is the high value. You can randomize the seed, and you get that. You get the idea. Make sure the number here, 25. Actually, the number of polygon, this length, should match the number of polygon face here. Okay, I think that's about right. So now if we kind of increase the number. Everything still work properly. Cool. So yeah, I think probably that's pretty much it. Unless I want to randomize the scale, that's not so important. What will be interesting here is if we actually do like a list masking on the polygon or the vertices. It might actually be slightly tricky with the list masking. I have not tried it, but I think we can try list masking the polygon data there that I threw, plug in there. Okay, that's kind of working. List level needs to be list level 2, and then we can try random number here between 0 and 1, plug into this guy. Yeah, I think that should actually do the job as well, but we need to take the data that's false and then kind of merge it together with the final result here. Can be slightly tricky. So what we need to do is to plug this guy in. So there is one that's extruded and the one that's kind of normal. I'll give you like a different color. So that's the thing with operation in Sverchok. Everything is kind of like in the components. Maybe at some points we have slightly different way to do it, but for now it's like this. And if you want to merge it together, you can bake these two and kind of join them. You can also join inside Sverchok if you want, and then do like a merge double here, remove doubles. And by doing that, if you smooth it, you get a kind of a result that you want. So this is like more like we randomly mask the polygon face and then extrude the one that's get masked. Okay, so that's pretty much it for this live noding. Pretty simple. If you have any question, comments, just let me know down below. And yeah, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.